Yo. This better be bopping because I can't adjust the focus.
Cute.
Hello. Welcome to a video of me doing whatever I want to today. This video is going to be about my college art projects, specifically one assignment that I had in my 2D design class. So, sorry to the people who have only ever seen my Polaroid artwork and that's all you know me for. I am now a full-time art and design student. I have not touched a Polaroid in about 6 months. Wow. I have no extra time or creativity to spend on stuff that is not my homework. So this assignment that I had in my 2D design class was a 2-part assignment. We had to do 2 small little visual things. We could only work in grayscale and we had to use 2 different kinds of visual balance. For the first one, which is what you're seeing now, I went with black, white, and 3 lighter shades of gray, and I was working with asymmetric balance. In addition to those requirements, we also had to base our projects off of social situations or experiences. I chose to do a piece of asymmetric balance based off of something that I was told by a music professor at a college that I was applying to. Back then, I thought that I was going to continue an education in music. Since then, I have realized that's not what I want to do, but at the time, that's what I was headed for. And basically, this man said straight to my face that I would never find success as a jazz musician because I was a woman. He told me that I would have to be 10 times better than any of the men in order to be taken seriously, which is true. It sucks, but it's hard to hear straight to your face by somebody who is supposed to help you. Basically, in that moment, I realized that I would never be successful in music, specifically jazz, because I didn't have enough passion to work 10 times harder, to be 10 times better, and to face all of the opposition that I would face. There are 2 main components to the piece. There's a small group of 3 circles and kind of a platform or a foundation of these really transparent gray squares. I did this to represent the feeling of being alone. The 3 circles are at a slant, which makes it look like they are rolling into the pit at the center, or that they are struggling to stay up, and that the squares are pushing them in. The squares are supposed to represent the men in the situation. They're very large, they're slanted, there's a pit, it can be kind of dangerous. And they are also very thin. There's not much to them. They get to be there, right? The squares are quite transparent because they don't need to be strong in order to survive. And they don't need to be strong because they already take up most of the space. The 3 circles at the top are supposed to represent me and the other women in the same situation. They stand out from their surroundings because of their round shape, and I purposefully painted them black because they need to be the strongest thing in the room. And none of the grays even come close to how dark that black is. You can see that there is a struggle with the circles trying to stay up. Like, since it's a circle, we want to see it roll down that slant and fall. But it's not going to. It has to be strong. I wanted people to be able to imagine the circles rolling into the pit in the center, or fighting their way back up even though they are at a disadvantage. For the second half of the assignment, I decided to use crystallographic balance in order to convey my second social situation. I didn't have a particular experience to draw off of like I did in the first part, but I decided to draw off of kind of the general experience of blending in. I guess my main inspiration for what I did was job applications. And I know that a lot of people really blend in on an application and don't get seen by the people needing an employee. How does it work? I know there's like a word. I have a headache. Give me a break. Usually, all the applicants look very similar from the surface, and so it can be very hard to land an interview or land the job. This same idea can be used for a lot of situations, like being scared to stand out, not wanting people to look at you on the street, wanting to be somebody that just blends in and is nothing special. So crystallographic balance is basically like repetition or like a pattern. It's supposed to look the same all the way across. That works wonderfully with the idea that I had. My first thought was those little avatar profile pictures that you get before you customize your account. It's just like a little circle with shoulders, just a very, very simple shape. I thought it was a shape that most people could recognize, and that it could easily convey the idea of being unoriginal or wanting to blend in. I think it's a good symbol for like not having personalized something yet, or being like the basic thing. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And to really drive home my point of unoriginality and just perfectly blending in, I used 5 extremely similar shades of gray. They all blend in together, and it's kind of hard to tell one from the other, and no single little piece stands out amongst the crowd. So yeah, those were my art projects. Here they are, side by side. I like the way that they both turned out. I found this particular assignment pretty fun, and I'm glad that I recorded it. So thank you for being here, and thank you for watching me ramble about this assignment. I have recorded the other projects that I did for this class, and I think I'm gonna do this same video, but with those. Thank you for watching this and for being here. I am a tired and busy college student. I should get back to my homework. Have a good day. I don't remember what I was doing. I've been sitting here for 5 minutes silent. What was I talking about? Does anybody remember?